Let's try this again. Sorry about that. A little confusion. Yep, it has just turned into kind of a technical mishmash of a day. Let's see here. Hello everyone. I am opening up this so hopefully I can see your comments. Just want to be able to view this and fingers crossed. Hello again. Howdy again. There you are. Holy cow, what happened? I don't know. I don't know. I just know that technically, oh, it just went haywire for a minute, but I have returned. And I can see, it might be distracting in the corner of your screen, but I can see what you are writing. Hello. Happy Saturday. All right. Oh, and my mom got me a mug for Christmas. So, which I thought was very sweet. Okay. I am a little concerned that it won't be bright enough. I'm going to do one more thing, and then, because I have the ring light. I'm going to put a light here on top of the camera so you can see better. I want to do, we're here to do a political reading, and I would like your suggestions, please. So I'm just going to put this little light here. Get that to attach. There we go. Hopefully that should help. Yeah, that should probably help a little. All right, good. Okay, so political readings. Does anyone have Space Force? Chirp, actually saying Space Farce, but yeah. How about some of the good guys? Okay, let's... Oh, Jim Jordan. Yeah. Ugh. Ed with 2 D's? I don't know an Ed with 2 D's, I'm sorry. I'm also, just so you know, I've also got a small microphone that I can clip onto my shirt. I have that. That should be arriving tomorrow. It's during the day, so maybe if I'm Monday's live stream at noon. Okay, Jim Jordan. Eddie Gallagher. Will Warren pull through Senator Grass? How do we get rid of Senator Grassley? I don't know. I have an old friend of mine, she used to joke whenever somebody was bothering her, she'd say, I'll bring the duct tape, you bring the tranquilizers. So how do we get rid of him? That is a joke. You know, I'm Renee. You know, I'm not violent, or I don't condone violence or anything like that. Minnesota put Trump only on the primary. Really? Well, Mikhail, I'm afraid I don't know who Eddie Gallagher is. I should, I'm sure, but I don't know. Let me start with. All right, we'll start with Jim, fatally allergic to his sport coat, to his actual suit jacket. We'll start with Jim Jordan, and then we'll go on to some nice people. How about that? Yeah? Okay, a lot of questions about the 2020 race. I am going to do a series of, thank you, Larry Girl. I am going to do a series of astrology readings on the candidates. I find that tarot is not a good indicator for me at all, and I don't want to give you guys bad information. So I will be doing some astrology readings on the candidates, but I don't think it's a good idea. I'm afraid I would be wasting your time if I tried to do it via tarot. I find astrology is much more accurate. So sorry about that. Um, oh, Eddie Gallagher, the war criminal pardoned by. Oh, yuck. Oh, okay. Well, he's just. He has the energy of a slime ball. Big shock. But let's start with GYM Jim Jordan. He who cares not about children getting hurt. Be a man. I mean, if he really cared about people, would he be a staunch Republican? Really? The way he is? There are some good Republicans in this world, but he's not one of them. Okay, Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. Tell me if this is happening to you guys too. All day, I've been getting, it's like background static and energetic static and feeling like there's something hanging above, just about to fall, or it's going to fall at some point. And I'm trying to focus on Jim Jordan's energy, and again, I'm getting that feeling of something hanging above us. So let me know if that's just me. Maybe it's just the work plans I have set up for 2020. I'm going to be talking to my best friend later. We're going to be going over work plans and stuff. Maybe it's in my brain the wires are crossed, but I love seeing your kitties and your videos. I do too, but they are asleep. I at the end of one of the videos recently, I kind of showed everybody their winter beds, which are up in the corner, the top of the cat tree, right underneath the heating vent, and that's Boo Boo's on Kitty. He is up there right now. I think I can hear him. So, all right, Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. Well, he likes the camaraderie, obviously, that he has with Gates and Nunes. He likes being a gadfly. He likes sticking it to the man or what have you. Yes, the kitties do need a catnap. Jim Jordan likes having a forum for his ridiculous screaming rants. Yes, he does. Yes, truth seeker. You have spoken the truth. You have found the truth. Kind of tense energy. Yes. Allison, you said that's what that energy is? I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, it feels like something big is like hanging over us. But anyway, Jim Jordan is enjoying his time in the spotlight. And look, she doesn't have a jacket on, and she should. That's that. Okay, in the past, Jim Jordan, he was a coach, but he wanted bigger things. He, go to the big city kind of thing. And become more important, because I know that traditionally the different schools I went to, the people that were gym teachers of some nature or coaches, they were, let's just say they didn't, in my personal experience, I know there are nice ones out there, but personally, let's just say they didn't lack for ego and aggression. And leave it at that. Sound of the reading. He's not really cut out for this. He thinks he's enjoying this time in the spotlight, but he's really not cut out to be a politician. He wants to. A particular kind of person is drawn to being a coach, and there's usually a lot of ranting involved. There is. I'm sorry, I just saw a comment about the sound. I am sorry it's a bit low for some people. I ordered a microphone I can clip to my shirt, and it should be delivered sometime tomorrow. So hopefully on Monday, for the Monday noon reading, it should be easier to hear me. So I am sorry about that. I'll try to speak up. But Jim Jordan isn't really cut out for this. He's cut out for ranting and raving and cheering and pushing people around, not, you know, constituents coming to him and saying, okay, I need this for my business and that for my business. Do you know what I mean? They're not really built. Coaches aren't really built to be politicians. So anyway, on base of the reading, he drank the Kool-Aid. He believes the Republicans really do have secrets. What he's saying about Hunter Biden and whatever other nonsense, he believes it. He really does. That's scary. That's very scary. See, can I raise that brighter? Okay. Above the reading. Yeah, it's just his conviction. He really has convinced himself. He is sure of himself. His energy is not nice, but it's perfectly clear. It really is. He believes what he's saying. He believes his idea of conservative values, where you give huge tax breaks to massive corporations who don't hire more people, and you cut social programs. He believes that. Okay, well, I'll give him that. Some of these guys don't even believe what they're spouting, but he actually does. How scary is that? Near future. Coaches shouldn't be math or science teachers either. Ewat, I'm going to agree with you there. Oh, really? He's not cut out to be a politician? I would never have guessed. Yes, Renee. We're in agreement there. Okay. Near future. He's going to continue to promote Trump's, the Ukraine thing and the Hunter Biden nonsense and whatever Trump's fiction is. And he's not going to pay attention to evidence because it's coming from Democrats. I get cups for Democrats and pentacles for Republicans. Even clear evidence, because it's coming from Democrats, therefore it is to be rejected. So this is just more of the same. I'll give him this. Reading on Jim Jordan, his energy it's clearer. There's less fog in it than most of these guys. There's less, it's just clear. It's just a very straightforward, clear, semi-poisonous atmosphere. Does that make sense? Yeah. Home environment. He's carrying the torch. He's carrying the message. And he believes it. He believes it. And he's carrying that, and he is fine, and he sleeps fine at night. So, I'll ask about Ohio State in a few minutes here. That is a great idea. Hopes and fears. This is having to legislate. This is having to read a bunch of paper and draft legislation and do the job of being a politician. He doesn't like it. Deliberate delusion is demented. He believes this. Some people just, that's what they decide. What other people see? Pelosi ate his lunch. Yeah. Final outcome, and then we'll look at Ohio State. between this last card here in the near future and then final outcome, it's the Democrats coming out with more and more information about Trump's corruption, more evidence. He doesn't want to hear it. He does not want to hear it. Does this card, this is more evidence about what Trump's done wrong, but is this card him being kicked out of office or just leaving office, or what's going on here? What is going on here? What's going to happen to you, Jim Shorts Jordan? Lovely, empathetic human being that you are. Happy holidays to everyone. Absolutely. Jim Jordan, is that you leaving office? Is that you just turning around and walking away when presented with more evidence? What's going on here? What is going on? Evidence being presented. I'm not getting what's going to happen to him. I am getting that, surprise, surprise, he doesn't like the rise of feminine energy. And, oh, wait a second, Boo Boo's and Kitty's having a nightmare. Hang on, hang on, hang on. This is important. Sweetie, sweetie, hang on. Hey, hey, you're okay, precious one. You're okay. Come down and say hello to the people. You're all right. Okay, sorry about that. He's much happier now. Oh, jeez, will Jim Jordan get a big boy jacket for Christmas? How about just wearing his own? No, but all this is saying is that he doesn't like what America is becoming. It's like, well, yeah, that's not a big stretch, but what's going to happen to you? Is your seat safe? He's done. What this feels like is he's done. Culmination, disappointment, going off to annoy other people. That's what that feels like. Let's ask about the Ohio State controversy. Ohio State, his role, ugh. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely hitting that energy. My skin's crawling. God. Yuck. I'd say, I'm sorry if that was, taking God's name in vain, but really it's meant as a call of a, please step in. Well, that feels like settlements. Ugh. Judgment. I'm getting legal stuff and it's making my skin crawl. I'm getting court cases, something. But is Mr. Jordan going to get pulled into it? Is he going to have specifically Jim Jordan? That's a lawyer that's having to hire a lawyer and the sword of truth. So yeah, has the legal stuff all finished? Because this looks like him having to go back to court and there's evidence and going through paperwork and him hiring a lawyer and the sword of truth coming out, and that's not good for him. And this definitely feels like there's some settlements, but not the, yeah. Oh, yuck. Yeah, he sees what he sees. And,
sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
My phone Siri decided that I had just said Siri. Anyway, That is what I'm getting from him. He really is. I mean, we know he's delusional, but his energy is absolutely clear. Will he get nailed for this fiasco? That's what this looks like. With the sword of truth coming out and the legal stuff and the sword of truth coming out. I hope so. It's what it looks like. It's what it looks like, and I hope so. So, Renee is asking, why, oh, why do all these morons who have huge skeletons in their closets risk getting into public life? Because um, they they want to push it. They want to see how much they can get away with. They got away with so much before that, let's try this, and then they win an election, and that just blows up their ego of even more. So that's what I'm getting. Um, the Ohio State energy is as sickening as you would think, but Jim Jordan's energy, you know, he completely buys it. He is convinced of what he is saying, and trust me, not all of them are. Lindsey Graham will say anything he has to, whether he believes it or not. You know. But okay, so that is that. So all right, I'm looking at your comments. Let's see. Schiff. As nasty as I thought. Yeah. Yep, I agree. All right, I'm going to do some on my lap and see if that's quieter. I'm doing some shuffling here. So, should I do a reading on I would think maybe Schumer would be better than a reading on Schiff, but I don't know. What would you guys like me to read on? Because I can do another reading here. And I am open. Where's Ukraine's $35 million? Pause. Will there be, I think is the question is, will there be a landslide? Wondering if more Republicans will flip. I did a reading recently on, like, I think within the last week. Didn't I do a reading on that whole impeachment and will Republicans flip? Schiff is still working hard. Will 4 or 5, okay, I'll ask specifically, will 4 or 5 senators side with the Democrats? House of Norman, what have I missed? Nothing at all. just people hanging out. Kitty had a nightmare, but I woke him up and comforted him. I did a reading on the Secret Server because, and Michelle, and I know I did because I was very proud of the cover I made for that one. Will 4 or 5 Republicans side with the Democrats? That's what I'm going to read on here. And then I will be back tomorrow because this is only day 4 of the 12 days of impeachments. Just an icky Jim Jordan reading, yes, it was icky. But he is perfectly, toxically clear. It's like a crystal clear room full of ammonia fumes. Or just, you walk in the room and it just hits you. Will 4 or 5 Republicans side with the Democrats in the Senate? Will 4 or 5 Republicans side with... They're thinking about it, I can tell you that. That's clear. Where they're not happy with this. And when McConnell, who is so full of him, do you know... I mean, you know why McConnell came out and said that he's working with the White House and he's completely working with the president. It's because he, like Trump, has gotten away with so much. He's not even trying to hide anything anymore. I mean, he stole a he stole a Supreme Court seat and actually gave a speech and stood up there on camera at this speech and said, "The proudest moment of my life is when I looked Obama straight in the eyes and I said, 'Mr. President, you will not fill this seat.'" And he was smiling. That is somebody who their head is 40 times the size of their body. And that's why he went out and did that, because it's just out of proportion. It's just completely out of control. And sorry, but I love your PJ parties with Yoda and your mom. You have a PJ party with Yoda? Okay, that's distracting and pretty cute. Anyway, yeah, that was sickening of the turtle to do. I agree, Larry Girl. Um, yeah. So when he came out and he said that he was working with the White House, there are Republican senators who they're very unhappy about that, and they're like, "You idiot! How full of yourself are you?" And he is, and that's going to be McConnell's downfall. Is he thinks he can do anything he wants, and it's a matter of give someone enough rope and see if they metaphorically hang themselves, because that's what he's doing. All right, will 4 or 5 Republicans side with the Democrats in the Senate impeachment trial? Senate trial, people are going to think it's a real possibility, or that it is a possibility. Whether it is or not, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. And in the past, they're very proud. And traditionally the Senate was a place where they had held more decorum, and being a senator made you feel like you were above the rest, kind of thing. Um, but that changed when Republicans started changing things, especially under Obama. Whew, because having an African American president, they couldn't cope. They could not mentally, emotionally, worldview cope with that, which is pretty much the definition of an idiot. Center of the reading. Yeah, they're the 4 or 5 senators who could potentially flip. They feel like they've been boxed in. They want to do the right thing and just be as impartial as they can and look at the evidence. But now McConnell just blew that up, and they're like, all right, we'll blame Pelosi for making it political, but it's McConnell, and they're not happy about that. Base of the reading. People trying to convince them we have to fight the Democrats, we have to make alliances. That's the base of the reading. Let's see here. I just saw in the comments, sorry if I missed your name. Someone was asking about will the Gang of 8 find out what's on the secret server? I did a video on that, and I believe it said that whatever's on that server is going to come out, but I can't remember exactly. But there is a video on it, and I made the cover, a special artistic cover. It has Trump's hair on the top, But anyway. Okay, above the reading, trying to be temperate, trying to, again, this is trying to be fair. And then this is the argument. So this is both sides of that. I want to be fair, I want to be reasonable. You have to make alliances, we have to fight the Democrats. That's the argument going back and forth. Okay, near future. With people like McConnell and Gates and all these other people who are still going on Fox News, it feels like they're going to keep saying some things where it's like, really? I mean, I know Gates isn't a senator, but he was on Fox News the other night. But it's this sense of they're going to keep saying these things that are hyper partisan, that are, whatever it is. And meanwhile, in the light of day, when how do I put this? It isn't so much. It's like they want to walk into the light of day. That's what that feeling is. They want to be the senator, bring things to light, look at things objectively, use the sword of truth, and be able to sleep better at night. But instead, you've got all this polluting what should be. That's what that feels like. Okay. Home environment. Still trying to get some work done. Trying to keep their head down. Also kind of keeping the head down. Oh no, I can't talk about that now. I'm working on this amendment, oh really? No, I can't talk about that now. Yeah, and they're running away from reporters, and they don't want reporters talking to them. Oh, did we have a troll? Oh, let me get this, and sorry about that. You are reported and you are removed. Okay, so sorry about that. Just taking a moment to remove that vile troll. Okay, there we go. I do need a moderator. I'm not sure how to go about getting someone, giving that power to someone, but sorry I missed that. Okay. So I've reported him and I've deleted a bunch of his messages. So, moving on. They don't want to, the senators, they don't want to talk to, they don't want to talk to the media, but they also don't want to talk to, like, McConnell and the people trying to pressure them. Okay, hopes and fears that they're going to have to defend themselves. They're going to be attacked for even saying, look, I just want actual objective evidence. And they feel like they're going to be under attack for that. Whether people see them bowing to Trump, bowing to the emperor, the king. And that actually is making some of them even angrier, or even more likely to at least start listening to the other side, to at least wanting more evidence, because they're like, I am a senator and I bow to no one. It hurts their pride, and especially with this, we know what he's like. I'll have to do a reading on Trump one of these days. I haven't done that in a little bit. Final outcome. Trump tweeting and tweeting and tweeting and tweeting, his corruption, and he's everything. The way Trump's sort of flying off the handle now, it's lessening Trump's own power. People aren't as upset by what he's saying. People aren't listening as much. People who have who have power in Washington are not listening as much. He's killing his own political future. But what does that doesn't say. Okay, that's good to know, but what are these for? What are these? Are there going to be a small number of senators, Republican senators, specifically enough Republican senators? Are there going to be enough of them to flip and side with the Democrats? Are there going to be enough of them to flip and side with the Democrats? Democrats making good cases. Because of all of the investigations and things that have gone on, a lot of these senators are basically looking at and thinking that they think the Democrats are going to be back in power after the 2020 election in the Senate. And they're gonna it's the Democrats who are going to have victory. So these Republicans are thinking, is there some little thing I could give so at least I could keep some, kind of stay on the fence a little bit. But again, sometimes, I use a lot of cards, and it's like my readings take the long way around, giving lots of scenery and this is going to happen, and this little thing over here, and that, and then they're thinking about this, and it's like, okay, could you answer the question? Hello? Oh, do we have another troll? Okay, who is the troll? And I will, is that this person? Okay. There we go, report. And yes. Yeah, his comments are now held for review because he's starting to swear. All right, so that's that. Let's see here. This definitely feels like that the Democrats are going to come into power. The Republicans have lost moderates. They're losing independents and moderates, and they will in the next election. This is not telling me about the impeachment. Come on, guys. Come on. Impeachment trial. Okay. I've put that person on a timeout. There we go. So tell me about the actual Senate impeachment trial. Are they going to vote? Are they going to... Well, that's Trump's corruption. I'm getting a maybe, because I'm getting four Republicans and against, and the Democrats working together against Trump and the corruption. So that is the clearest message I've gotten. Where there's a lot of humming and hawing, but they're definitely. It says it feels like four siding. I don't know if that's enough. That's what I've got. Okay, well, that is what I've got, and that's about all I'm going to cover today. If I understand there are people who are excellent moderators. I honestly don't know how to assign one, and if you do know, I will look it up. And if you do know just off the top of your head, and you feel you're feeling generous, perhaps you could put it in a comment, because I will read through all of the comments. But I know that there are people who could be wonderful moderators. I just don't know how to set one. But we definitely need one. And I'm completely with you, and I am very sorry that you had to deal with that. So we'll get it sorted out. Okay? And thank you so much for being here. Let me just hang on. Let me just pull 3 cards. I just feel like I should pull 3 cards. Let me pull 3 cards. All right, I'm pulling 4 cards. Because me. It feels like it's going from right to left. We are in this right now. But there will be clarity with court cases and hearings and information that's released. And we're going to be okay. We're moving into better days. We are. But all of this chaos, it needs to be sorted out carefully. Some of it's been sorted out, but the rest of it has to be put into order. Okay? All right, in that case, that is it for me, and I will see you tomorrow at 12 noon Central Standard Time. And thank you. Thank you. Make as a moderator should have been on the list. I will definitely check that out. All right, and thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And Boo Boo's and Kitty, everybody's saying hello to you. Yes, I can see his little ears up there. He's all happy. He's all happy and warm kitty toes. All right, thank you again, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, thank you.